Sorry, folks, almost fell asleep there. Mr. LP around the world in 33 and a third. And these video blogs, what I'm going to try to do here is with this is just pick up, relax, sit down, and talk to you about subject matters, subjects that are on my mind. And today, 23rd of January 2014, we were talking earlier in the day and part late yesterday about music. And during the music, and by the way, I'm a radio guy, and one thing, radio announcing, music announcing, classic rock, news and public affairs. One thing we're going to try to do here is stress this fact, and as the laptop is on my lap, well, that's where they belong. One thing that we're going to try to do here is when we make a statement here, we're gonna try to speak with authority, and we're gonna stand by the statements as accurate. So, excuse me, we were talking this afternoon about music. Now I'm looking at music from the 50s. God, what a great time. 60, better time. 70s. Okay, we got to call it timeout 80 because we've got hip hop and rap music and disco. Late 70s disco. But sorry to ramble, but okay, get back to the point. We were talking about rap music. And guys, being a radio guy, looking at the evolution of music, even though it's an art form, even though it's popular, guys, I got to tell you, can't deal with it. And there's nothing that it's not per se the negative connotation. By the way, if you listen to rap music, you have no idea what connotations are. But the negative connotations that are associated with the music, and we're not going to go into the lyrics at this point, but with the music, it makes me concerned. First thing, you just have a simple, continuous loop of music, and no one's playing an instrument there. So, realistically, there's nothing to say, hey, I'm going to be creative, even though people are creative. But what I mean, I remember guitar players, well, hey, I'm a heavy metal rock and roll player. I heard a country lick. Hey, can I try that? I heard a jazz. Well, I heard this jazz lick from over here. Country, country guitar player will pick that up. Man, that's pretty neat. And they collaborate. Well, you play this. Show me what you can do. Well, that's just a continuous loop of music. But that's not the thing. Let's get back to this. The main thing here is what it does to the young man. Most of the lyrics are monosyllabic. Dictionary.com, guys. Sometimes you have to be a polysyllabic individual to talk with me, but it's monosyllabic, and what I see that does to the young people, it doesn't help their communication skills. So when they go out in the real world, this is one of the reasons I don't like it. When they go out in the real world, they can't communicate. They have no concept of communication. They do not know how to use the Queen's language, the Queen's English, as they say. So this is a problem. This is a concern. But also, being this radio guy, I gotta tell you, rap music keeps you stupid. Now, this isn't the first time that this has happened with music. You know, the 60s, they had two things going on in the 60s. 60s and AM radio for top 40. First of all, no song was more than 3 minutes long. Okay, so you got two, three songs back to back, maybe. Then you got a commercial, 30-second commercial. Guess what? The first thing they want to do is say the product or the company's name as many times as possible in 30 seconds time. Second thing they did, the most successful ads of radio in the 50s and 60s always had a simple jingle. You think of Jello, you think of NBC. If you guys remember the three chimes, NBC radio, NBC television, NBC, which aren't the notes that they play. But the most complicated the most complicated ad form was, or ad campaign was Coke. I like to teach the world to sing, and someone take the time to teach me to sing in perfect harmony. But people would hum that. Guarantee, if you heard that, hey, I better go get a Coke. You're going to buy a Coca-Cola product in less than 3 hours. But the main reason is getting back, and I digress, looking at what's been done in music, what's been done in radio and radio advertising in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Guys, how can you sit back and let this format take control of you? You know, I mean, realistically, it's designed, in my eyes, my opinion, to keep you dumb. Does not help you progress. Does not help you in the real world. Um, and very few formats do, but I've never seen a music format grasp an individual. And the individuals will embrace the format and don't care about anything else. I've seen rock guitarists, CPAs, and matter of fact, the guy from Boston, Mike Lavalier, he was a mechanical, he was an engineer. All those guys in Boston were engineers, and he invented the lavalier mic. So most rock and roll musicians, like with the Stones, the Beatles, they were all classically trained in music. But I've never seen this, and I'm rambling on. I've never seen this format be embraced by so many people, and they don't let it go, and it's harming them. Let's leave it on that. We're here to generate discussions, or generate the lively art of discussion. Weigh in with this. I may be totally off base. If you're a rap fan, leave me a response. If you're like classic rock, weigh in. Mr. LP around the world 33 and the third. Hey, we're running long. If this was radio, we say, hey, we're going to be right back. There's a commercial break coming. Thank you.